If this is what I think it is, everybody in the family loves this. Everybody.
Good morning, I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. Today, I'm going to be making two things for y'all, and I made them way back when not long after I started my channel, but I've been talking to people, and they are very interested in what I'm going to make today, and so we're going to a little church get together, and I'm taking these, so I thought I would just bring y'all along with me and show you how I do it again. These are going to be sausage balls, but they're keto and very low carb. And then I'm going to do pepperoni bites, which is also keto, very low carb. So, but I just want to throw that out there in case some of y'all are keto, y'all can eat them. But we eat them because they're just so good. Okay, in here I've got 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, and it's not softened quite enough, so I'm going to put it in my microwave for just a minute. We're going to be doing, this is almost a half a cup. It's a half a cup minus a tablespoon of almond flour. Then I've got a tablespoon of coconut flour in it. Now I'm going to tell you why I did that. The coconut flour is drier than the almond flour. It absorbs more moisture than your almond flour does. But now don't put too much coconut flour or they'll be dry. So it's 1/2 cup minus a tablespoon of almond flour, and I put that tablespoon back in with my coconut flour. And that way they'll be the perfect consistency. So, okay.
So the total volume was what?
The total volume is a 1/2 cup.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Now I've got my cream cheese melted here, as you can see, softened, not melted, softened. To that, I'm going to add 3 eggs. Now, if your eggs, I've got some sitting in water back here. If you forget to take them out the night before or something, you can put them in a bowl of water, and that's hot water, warm water. That's what I did this morning.
Just to get them up to room temperature.
Just to get them up to room temperature.
If they come out of the refrigerator.
When you mix them with this softened cream cheese, if you don't have them room temperature, if they're cold, they're going to make little lumps in your cream cheese. And you don't want that, because you want it to be real smooth. Okay.
Well, that looks like it's working.
It is. It always does. As long as everything is room temperature, your cream cheese is softened. Okay, see? Now, to this, gotta get my measure. This is baking powder right here. I'm adding like a teaspoon of baking powder to this. And this is my almond flour plus my 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. Okay. I'm going to stir that up good. And get it mixed in really well. Okay, now to this, I cooked this yesterday to save me some time this morning. This is 1 tube of breakfast sausage. And I go ahead and cook mine because if I put it in raw, it's going to put so much oil in this mixture in your cream cheese and egg, and you don't want that because they're only going to cook like 20 minutes, and that might not be enough time for your sausage to get done. So I always cook my sausage and drain all the grease off. Okay, now to this mixture, this is a 1 cup here, so you can see I have it mounded. So this is 1.5 cups of just grated cheddar cheese, and whatever, if you like extra sharp, mild, medium, part of this is mild, part of it is sharp. So
Could use pepper jack if you wanted to.
well, yeah. In this one, I just use cheddar. In my pepperoni, I use pepper jack. But
Oh, okay.
okay. Now I'm gonna stir this up. But some people don't like the extra sharp. So if I'm using sharp, usually if I'm taking it off somewhere, I'll cut it with mild. So this is about probably 3/4 cup of sharp and then 1/2 cup of mild, something like that. Okay. Now you see the consistency? Now.
Yeah, it looks like a mess.
It's a delicious mess, I can tell you that. Now, I am going to put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes and let it get cold and let the cream cheese seize back up so I can make it, put it in, well, I spoon it out with a spoon. They're called balls, but you really spoon it with a spoon. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and give me just a second. Don't turn the camera off. I'm going to put this in here because I'm going to start my other one right now.
Well, I'm going to tell them. They can see the cooker in the back. You cooked a bean soup to take to the church today, and
Yeah.
these sausage balls and pepperoni balls are absolutely delicious with soups, especially vegetable soups.
It's bean and sausage.
Yeah, this is bean and sausage.
It's really, really good.
It's good.
Okay, now I'm adding 4 ounces of cream cheese to this bowl. Y'all can hear my phone going off back here. All right, now I'm going to put this in the microwave and I'm going to soften it. I was over at my daughter's Jenny's the other day. And you know, I always say when I'm softening cream cheese or butter or anything, I say I have a softened setting on my microwave. So we were over at Jenny's and Phillips and Promise's house. And I had taken something over there that I had to put in the microwave. Now you have to know Philip, he is real, he jokes all the time. He said, I'm sorry, Miss Rose, we just don't have no soften setting on our microwave. I said, that's okay, honey. We'll work it out. But he's all the time kidding me about stuff. But I think it's because I say I have a soften setting on my microwave. I say it a lot. So oh, he was just kind of picking at me. Okay, this is 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now, as you can see, my eggs are in water.
Which she just poured out.
Yep, to warm them up. All right, that's 3 eggs. And I'm gonna mix it with my cream cheese. It's not quite as easy to mix in this bowl because my other one has got some high sides on it. But that's okay. I just told Roy I needed to order me another one of those little ones like I was working with. He said, well, honey, where you gonna put it? I said, well, you're right, but I'm sure I can find a place. And that little bowl that I use is Pampered Chef. I don't buy a lot from Pampered Chef, but some things I do really like. And that's one of them, that little bowl. Okay. Get this all stirred in. Get it smooth. All right, now this is what I was talking about. Just to show you. You see there's some little balls in there?
Mm-hmm.
Undoubtedly my eggs weren't quite warm enough, but I'm going to beat them out with this whisk, so it'll be all right. They were warm, they just weren't quite warm enough. Okay.
And you wouldn't want to rewarm them in the microwave because they can start cooking your eggs.
No, you don't do that. All right, now, to this, Same thing. This is the same recipe. I'm just adding, because this is pepperoni bites, I'm adding a few Italian things to it. But this is the same thing. This is 1/2 cup minus 1 tablespoon of almond flour. Then I put that tablespoon back in with coconut flour. Okay? Now we need a good teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, I'll mix all this up, get it mixed up good. I'm doing these at the same time because I've got to let both of them stay in the refrigerator for 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm just getting them, before I cook any, I'm just getting them all done to get in the refrigerator. All right, now, to this one, I'm going to add some garlic. And probably about a 1/2 teaspoon.
And you chill them in the refrigerator because they won't hold together when you dip them out.
Right. Mm-hmm. You don't want them soupy. You want them to stay in balls.
They'll sort of flatten out. They lose their little ball image.
Okay. Now that is 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Now, in this, I'm going to put about a teaspoon of basil. I love basil.
Love me some basil in these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I tell you what this is good with. Get you some marinara sauce, heat it, and dip these
Just dip.
in marinara. Oh, my.
Ball game dip. This is great right here.
Delicious. So good.
Yep. Or just anytime. A party, just a finger dip.
Oh, yeah.
Marinara with this is delicious.
Yep. All right. Getting rid of my whisk. Now, to this, I am going to add, this is 1 good cup of pepperoni. So I'm going to put that in.
And I'm telling you, this is one thing you can cook for everybody. You don't have to tell them it's keto or nothing because they're just going to eat them as fast as you put them out.
It's so good. All right, now, I've got, I usually put pepper jack in mine, but I don't have any this morning. So what I'm going to do is, this is just ground cayenne pepper. I'm just going to do a few flakes, not much, not enough to make it really, really hot, just so you know it's there.
You could have pretended you were putting pepper jack in.
Well, but I wouldn't be honest.
A little fairy dust.
All right, now to this. This is a 1/2 cup. This is shredded, finely shredded Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to put a 1/2 cup. No, about 3/4 of a cup. Like I said, this is a 1/2 cup. So, all right, I mounded it up. Now, I've got some Italian cheese here. And in this blend, it is part skim mozzarella, provolone, Parmesan, Romano, Fontina, and Asiago cheese. Some of these cheese just really melt real good, kind of like mozzarella. So I'm going to put 3/4, because you want 1.5 cups all together. So I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of this. Now you can use cheddar if you want to, but since I've got the pepperoni, now that's a 1/2 cup. Now I got to give it like 1/4. But cheddar I have found is not as good in this as your Italian cheeses are.
You always cheat heavy on the cheese. You ever notice that?
I do, because we like cheese.
We love cheese.
And I'm going to do something else. Hold on. Just cause it'll be good. This is grated, just Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to add about, just to give it a little bit more Parmesan-y cheese flavor, I added 2 teaspoons of my grated Parmesan cheese. Okay. Get this all mixed up. Got to mix it good because there was a lump in that Parmesan cheese, and I don't want somebody to get a bite of a lump of Parmesan cheese. Now, you don't have to put any salt in this because you got so much cheese in it. So,
you do have to check people's pockets when they leave the room.
oh.
Because
Yeah.
they're so easy to slip in a pocket.
Yes, they are.
But sometimes it leaves a greasy stain on the front of your pants.
My great grandkids, Hunter and Hannah's children, they love these. Promise loves them. Everybody that eats them really likes them because they don't know that they're keto or low carb, and they're just really good. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, and it's gonna take about 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to do, how I just spoon them out on a pan and put them in the oven. And they cook on 350 for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, they're done. So, all right, I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator. We'll be back and make us some keto bites and some sausage balls. Okay. These have been in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. And I'm making these, if I was making them just for us, I would make them a little bit bigger. But since I'm making them to take off, I'm making them in smaller, little smaller pieces today. So I've just got a tablespoon here. And this is the easiest way I have found to do it. You can do it with a scoop, with one of those small ice cream scoops, but it sticks to it, and this is just the easiest way. So I just spoon these out on my little tray here, and get them they're not going to be in a ball like your sausage balls are, but they're going to flatten. Thank you, honey. They're going to flatten out a little bit, which is great. I mean, it's good. So I don't care what they look like, what shape they're in, just so they're delicious. Okay.
But if you do spread them out a little when you're doing this, because of the fact they spread, and you don't want them.
They are going to flatten. So.
Yeah, you don't want them all connected when you get through, do you?
You do not.
Okay. Of course, you could cut them loose, but.
Yeah. Okay. All right. These are going in a 350 oven.
350.
And I'm going to spoon out some more. My pepperoni bites are getting cold, so I'm just going to keep making sausage balls, and we'll see y'all back just as soon as some of these get done. Okay, our pepperoni, watch out for the marinara, baby. Okay. I thought he was fixing to spill it all over my table. Okay, that is my homemade marinara sauce, and I have a video on that. So y'all can go to my videos and you can find that. And this is my sausage balls. They didn't turn out to be little balls, but let me tell you, they are delicious. If you want them a little bit rounder, just put 2 tablespoons of coconut flour instead of the 1, like I did. But we like them like this. So, and Roy is fixing to taste. And I've got 2 more pans in the oven. Okay, baby, grab you one.
These things are delicious.
He's going to put it in that marinara sauce and let me know. Of course, we already know they are so good.
You can eat it this way.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, for guests, there's nobody else cold. So I can just dip this in there.
That's right, yeah.
You talking about good.
Is that good?
You could just put 3 of these on a plate, cover it with marinara sauce. You got a meal.
Yep. So good.
Honey?
You got your bread, you got your sausage, you got your marinara sauce, your cheese. Now, like I say, if you want them firmer, you put another tablespoon of coconut flour, but now be careful. Be careful with that coconut flour because it will make them dry. So, but 2 tablespoons, if you want them rounder than this, will be great, will be good. So
these will not be hanging around long anywhere you put them out. I don't care if it's at church or at home.
And they freeze so well. You put them in the freezer.
Halftime at ball game time.
Put them in the freezer, and in the mornings, just take out 2 or 3, ever how many you want, and they are for breakfast.
Send them in lunches?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
With your husband or your children out hunting.
In the deer stand?
Yes.
Man.
Yep.
When you've been sitting there about 3 hours freezing and got some coffee, hadn't seen a thing, at least you can eat a good
Yep. Okay.
morsel.
This is our sausage. I'm going to change the name from balls. Uh, I don't know what I'm going to call them, but anyway, this is I'll just call them balls today, sausage balls. So they are really, really good. And as you can see, all that cheese in them.
Now, what
So
kind of
good.
sauce you going to use with the others in the oven?
Probably marinara, but you can use salsa. If you want to use salsa, that's fine. But
Let's try the salsa if we got some. I love salsa.
yeah, but those in the oven are sausage. I hadn't done the pepperonis yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
Well,
to
when we
me,
get to the
salsa,
pepperoni.
I mean, marinara goes better with pepperoni than
You're
the
right.
sausage
You're
does.
right.
So, all right.
Will it go with this one?
Yeah. We're taking these to church, remember, honey. So,
Well, I can't take that one because I just picked it up.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is not an all you can eat, so I get to eat that one. All right. Love y'all. See you in a little bit. Okay. I have just taken my last batch of pepperoni bites out of the oven. This is my sausage right here. And this is my pepperoni bites. And I am telling you, they are delicious. This is something y'all have got to make. Roy's out in the garden, so I'm having to do the video by myself. So, thank y'all for joining me this morning. I just wanted to show y'all again how I make my sausage bites, my pepperoni bites, and y'all subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell, and I'm telling you, make these. They are absolutely delicious. So I love y'all, and I'll see you next time.